Everybody's looking for the fastest way to lose weight right now, whether it's using Ozempic, doing shortcuts, or quick fixes. None of that is sustainable. I lost 35 pounds in 4 months. No injections, no starving myself, just consistency. And in this video, I'm gonna break down what I did realistically. So if you're on your own journey to lose weight and you're interested to know what I did to lose 35 pounds in 4 months, you definitely wanna stay tuned and watch this video. It's your girl, Lisa Lee. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I talk about nursing, beauty, and lifestyle content. If you're interested in any of those topics, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your post notification so that you're notified each and every time I post a new video. Let's go take a seat so we can talk about my weight loss journey. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. As I said, I'm going to be talking about my weight loss journey and what it took for me to lose 35 pounds in 4 months. I do have my phone here with me because I want to keep track of everything I'm saying, and I don't want this video to be too long-winded. So I have notes on my phone that's going to help me stay on track and give you guys the important parts of what helped me lose weight and achieve my weight loss goal. So let's talk about how I went from 179 pounds to 145 pounds in a matter of months, 4 months to be exact. It was not easy to get there. I had to cut out a lot of bad habits. I had to remain consistent, and I had to push myself to stay motivated with reaching my weight loss goal. I'm gonna break this video up into parts, into like 5 parts, and each part that I talk about will have a different topic attached to it. Just so it's easier for you guys to follow how I lost weight and how I'm also maintaining my weight loss right now. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is mindset. Mindset played a really big role in my weight loss journey. This may not be what a lot of people want to hear, but the weight loss did not start in the gym for me. It started with a shift in my mindset. I had to stop looking around for motivation and start building discipline within myself. Between mindset and discipline, that's what actually jump-started my weight loss journey. I only say that because motivation comes and goes. It comes and then it goes. 1 minute I'm motivated to lose weight, the next minute I have no motivation to do so. So that wasn't sustainable for me. But building discipline is what helped me remain consistent. Once I built the discipline within my weight loss journey, I became consistent to actually sticking to it in order to see results. And being disciplined also helps you, stay consistent even when you don't feel like it. I can speak for myself. There are times where I do not feel like going to the gym, or I did not feel like going to the gym. But because I built that discipline, I was able to, go anyway, because that's just what I built. And I have to be honest with myself. I was happy when I was at my heavier weight, but was I healthy? That's the thing. I was happy doing what I wanted. When I say doing what I want, meaning like eating the foods I liked, not tracking my foods, not working out. Just because I was happy, when I was at that size of 179, that doesn't mean I was healthy. I was not living a healthy lifestyle. And I had to decide that I wanted both happy and healthy, not one or the other. All right, now, so apart from mindset, let's talk about what I actually did, my core strategy to lose weight. Number 1, I prioritized consistency over perfection. I didn't try to be perfect. I wasn't cutting out every food that I loved, because your girl loves food. So I was not cutting out all the food that I loved. And I wasn't working out 7 days a week. To get to the gym is not always easy. So I figured if I could go to the gym at least 3 to 4 times a week, I've done enough. I'm not the girlie that goes to the gym 7 days a week, even till today. But if you are, kudos to you. My goal was to focus on being consistent 80 to 90% of the time. If I could get that 80 to 90% of consistency in a week, I was seeing results and I was reaching my goals. So after I prioritized consistency, I started then tracking the foods that I ate, tracking the calories I would consume. The number 1 thing that really helped me was to not drink my calories. I had to stop drinking my calories because once I drank my calories, everything else was out the window. I was over consuming calories at the time. So if you're trying to lose weight, don't drink your calories. So to track foods that I ate, I started using the app called MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal helped me to track the foods that I was consuming on a daily basis. Before using MyFitnessPal, I thought I was eating okay, but I wasn't aware of like my portion sizes and the exact amount of calories I would take in. So MyFitnessPal helps to break that down, And I could do a separate video about how I use MyFitnessPal to help me with tracking my foods and, counting calories and whatnot. But that is the main app I would use, was MyFitnessPal, when it came to counting calories and knowing how much, to eat on a daily basis. For example, if you need to consume 1,800 to 1,900 calories a day, once you plug everything into MyFitnessPal, it will let you know when you've reached that 1,900 calorie goal, so you don't overeat or undereat. Tracking my foods helped me stay in a calorie deficit, which also helps with my weight loss journey. The third thing I did to help me on my weight loss journey was increasing the amount of protein I would intake. Honestly, protein is still a struggle for me. I'm not 100% there yet with consuming enough protein, but I am still working on it. It's difficult for me to get in enough protein that I need in order to help me build muscle. So I'm working on consuming enough protein, but once you've taken enough protein, that'll help you stay fuller for longer. And like I said, build muscle without having to worry about gaining fat more so. So in a nutshell, when I take in enough protein, it helps me to stay full longer. It helps me with my cravings, and it helps me with building muscle, with muscle growth. So instead of eating less, which, naturally you want to eat less, right? Because you're trying to lose weight. Instead of eating less, I was eating smarter. So the fourth thing I did to help me lose weight was working out. I worked out with intention. I didn't just go to the gym just to be in the gym doing scattered workouts here and there, lollygagging or whatever the case may be. I went to the gym with structure. I went to the gym with a mindset of having structured workouts, which would help me see results better. I weight train 3 to 4 times a week. And each day I focus on a certain muscle group to help me build. For example, one day it will be glutes. So I would do glutes and quads. The second day would be back and biceps. Third day, I would probably do cardio and core. Fourth day, I would go back to glutes and hamstrings, so I would keep it structured so that each day I'm focused on a certain muscle group to build a certain physique. And at the end of each workout, I would incorporate 15 to 20 minutes of cardio. Whether that's the Stairmaster or the treadmill or just simply walking on a track field, I would make sure to get my cardio in at the end of each workout. That makes a difference as well. So I didn't really do anything extreme. I was just consistent. Consistency is really what helped me when it came to losing weight. And the fifth thing I did to lose weight was to keep things simple. I tried not to overcomplicate things. And honestly, I don't do well with complicated situations anyway. So the more simple my routine was, the better. And when I say keeping things simple, I'm talking about the same meals, the same gym schedule, the same habits, good habits, just to help me reach my goals quicker, and more sustainable, right? So when I say same meals, I would make bowls, like Chipotle bowls, burger bowls, keeping it simple with chicken breasts, chicken thighs. I would portion out my rice. I would eat sweet potatoes, ground turkey, just to name a few. I cut out a lot of sauces. All those sauces are high in calories, so I cut out the sauces. And if I was to use any sauce, I would measure it out. Incorporate a lot of high protein foods like cottage cheese, eggs. Eggs is a big one for me. If I want to eat bread, I would try to pick like the low calorie breads, like keto bread. I do sourdough bread as well. What else do I do? I just try to keep the meals real simple. Definitely stick to whole foods. Whole foods will definitely be your best friend on your weight loss journey. I try not to cook with a lot of oils because oils contain a lot of calories. So I've learned during this journey. No deep frying. I had to cut out a lot of deep frying foods like plantains. I love to eat plantains, you guys. So I air fry my plantains now. Instead of deep frying plantains, I air fry the plantains and they taste just as good as the deep fried ones. So just substituting things here and there really helped me lose weight. It really cut out a lot of pounds, you know what I mean? Just by making those small changes in your meals. Because the simpler it is, the easier it is for you to stick to and follow on a regular basis. Oh, and let me address this, right? Let me say this. I don't want to make it seem like I don't eat out at all, right? Yes, I cut out the bad habits, a lot of those bad habits, but I still eat out. I still have a nice date night with my husband, or we order food, takeout or whatnot. But here's the thing, in moderation. We do these things in moderation. Within the week, I like to eat home cooked meals. Like I will cook my foods and eat it within the week. Once we start getting closer to the weekend, we'll choose like one day during the weekend and we'll eat out. Right? And even when we eat out, we're mindful, right? It comes back to that mindset. We're mindful of what we're choosing that we want to eat in these restaurants. No, we did not cook the meals, but at the same time, we can still control what we order. You can always take control of what you order at these restaurants. Nobody is saying don't go out to eat at all or don't order fast food at all. You can do it, because I do it. I try to spread it out is what I'm saying. I spread it out. I just wanted to put that out there because I don't want to make it seem like, oh, I'm just strictly on a, tight schedule, structured diet that I don't indulge in outside food. I still do, but not as much as before. I have more discipline when it comes to what I eat. All right, you guys, now that I got that out the way, let's talk about what I didn't do to lose weight. I think this is just as important as well. I didn't starve myself. I didn't cut out all carbs. I did not do cardio every day for hours and hours. And I didn't do Ozempic. And I keep bringing up Ozempic because I was questioned by multiple people whether I did Ozempic to lose weight. I was like, no, I did this the natural way. I'm not judging anybody who chose the Ozempic route to lose weight. That's your personal decision. But as for me, I chose to lose weight the natural way with consistency, discipline, and a shift in my mindset to help me lose 35 pounds in 4 months. And I also had to do what was sustainable for me. Doing shortcuts or jump-starting weight loss with Ozempic would not work for me. That would not be sustainable for me. So you guys, the truth is that it wasn't always easy for me. There were days I did not feel like going to the gym, and I just wanted to fall back into my old habits. And I would ask myself, well, what would happen if I stopped tracking my foods? I stopped doing portion control. I would eat out all the time like I used to, not going to the gym, and the answer is simple, very simple. You would gain all that weight back. I would gain it all back, and I've come too far to want to relapse and, start from scratch. So I have to always remind myself, and look at how far I've come, which also motivates me to continue to be disciplined and continue to remain consistent because I love the progress that I made. I love the results that I see now, and I want to maintain that. So it's not easy, but when you see where you've come from, where you started with your weight and how far you've come, and you see the weight loss that you've achieved, me personally, it motivates me to keep going, stay consistent, with looking healthy and happy at the same time, and just looking my best in general. So I chose to keep showing up, even when I didn't feel like it. And that's what really changed everything. I didn't have one perfect week, not one perfect week. But what I did have was consistency for months, consistency over a period of time. And that's the key that helped me on my weight loss journey. Thank you all so much for watching my video. I hope it was helpful to you. If it was helpful to you, go ahead and hit that like button. I'm going to be opening up more about my weight loss journey on my channel. So if that is something that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I'll be sharing tips, advice, and real routines that help me on a day-to-day basis with losing weight the natural way. Thank you all so much again for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.